Make your selection now.
Straight from 1991, it's Action 52sdays. That's right, we are going to play one of the most notorious collection of games ever released for the NES and the Sega Genesis. This is the NES version of Action 52 made by Active Enterprises. And what you heard at the beginning there was a yeah and the yas and woos from It Takes Two. And that's fitting because it's going to take 2 cartridges to do this series. My aim is that every Tuesday I will play a collection of games from this treasure trove of entertainment, and we will suffer together. There are some similarities between the Genesis and the NES version. I've actually never really played the Genesis version, but I discovered earlier that there are some surprising differences. But I just love the intro to the NES cartridge, so that's why I started with that one. So, these games aren't very good, which you might have guessed. But the amazing thing about Action 52 is that this is the origin of the Cheetahmen, which was Action. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting the company's name. It's Active Enterprises' attempt at making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that they wanted to make toys of. They just really wanted to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, but they couldn't make it work on its own. Which is hilarious because they did actually release Cheetahmen 2 as an individual game, and I've held the box for Cheetahmen 2 in my hand, and later sold it for about $800 for part of my job as part of my job. But I've never played it. We never will. But we at the end of this whole experiment, which won't be a year, I'm gonna make this happen a little bit faster than a year. We will get to see Cheetahmen on. We will get to see Cheetahmen on the NES. We will actually get to see Cheetahmen sooner on the Action 52 on Sega Genesis because they figured, hey, people might actually want to play this game. So, here we go. Fire breather. Begin. As you can see, this is a 2-player game, and it didn't tell me it was. And you basically fight this other flaming Pokeball on various fields of green. There are some shrubs now, and some poop. Tinier piles of poop. More fields! Shrubs. Even more shrubs. The game is over. We're gonna go back to the main menu. See, these games aren't very long, and actually on this version, some of them are completely unfinishable. As when we get to ooze, I'll tell you a little story. But you'll have to wait till next week for that. Now it's time for Star Evil or Stairville. 1 player. Alright, let's go. Okay. Let me shoot pencils of destruction. Now, I would like to say that this game just runs like shit. I am playing this on a Retron 5, and I do want to clarify whenever I am playing games on a Retron 5 that you will see some graphical distortion or gameplay inconsistencies. But this is actually easier. It's not the Retron's fault. This looks bad because it is bad. And I can't go over any further than these blocks here all night. Not that it matters, because I'm dead already. We'll do this one more time. See if I can get past this level. This is level 1. So this cartridge resells for about $220, which is $20 more than this game was sold for new. The scheme was that you were paying just under $4 a game for the 52 games in this cartridge, and you're buying it for $200. This was 1991. The Super Nintendo was already out, but God bless the unlicensed game pioneers of the 8-bit era. Like, I absolutely adore all sorts of unlicensed game stories, and I collect them. So the fun thing is that someone gave me both copies of Action 52. I'd never purchased either one of these because people wanted way too much money for them when I was considering buying one. I can't help but think something broke. I hate to imagine it would be like playing with 2 players. Pencils. Oh, destruction. Yeah, I think this is probably glitched. Alright. The boss has shit on this now. I didn't hit a... We're gonna go back to the main menu, because I can't with that. And now for Illuminator. If you're feeling dead, I'll be your Illuminator. I'm not going to make an Illuminator version of the Reanimator song. I suppose I died. Alright, death to you! And I'm dead again! Okay. Oh, I died. Alright, we're gonna see... I'm sure this is riveting entertainment because I don't know what the shit's going on. What? Alright, we'll try this one more time. Because obviously there's no way to finish it. I'm gonna try to die so you can see what happens. I guess a tombstone happens? It just looks like a pile of poop. That's not even me talking shit about this game. It's like, for being a pile of poop. I don't know what to do. Because, like, I can't interact with anything else. The B button doesn't do anything. Yeah. So, that was the first 3 games on Action 52 on the NES. I'll be back in just a few seconds with something else. And we're back with the Genesis version of Action 52. As you can see, it has a slightly higher production value. It's because it's 2 years older. And of course, relatively more powerful system. Oh. And a lot of the games are different. So here, Cheetahmen is number 13, so we only have a few weeks to get to that. Alright, let's see what Bonkers is all about. So one thing that's different about this is that the games listed in blue are 2-player. There wasn't any distinction like that on the NES version. And the difficulty goes up with the color. We're gonna go bonkers. This is not a nightmare at all.
Level 1.
Oh, I get it. Okay, okay.
Level 1. Level 1.
Okay, well, I thought I got it. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything. This is... It functions, but it functions poorly. Oh, look! It's a low-quality image.
Level complete. Level 2.
Well, that's fucked. That's still the same image behind. That's awesome. Fuck you. Alright. So I'm gonna... get a key. I don't know. Maybe I have to go get yellow? And then... get... and not touch the... No. You get to see the dark recesses of the Retron 5 because I can't get that to work. Alright. Now it's back to Dark Side. Ooh, it has an intro. Yeah, none of the ones on the NES one did. I mean, we haven't seen all of them, obviously, but... and we haven't seen the glorious Cheetahmen.
Level 1.
Right. Okay.
Level 1. Level
I'm just
1.
shaking my head. I trying to do? Besides be subjected to the worst controls I've ever seen.
Level 1.
So fun fact, every time I've started this game, if you let the menu keep playing, it will eventually start a game randomly, but it's always been Dark Sign, and it's always been Dark Sign level 2. Alright, let's try Dino Tennis. This one does not have an intro screen. Well, this is thrilling. Okay. Even if you were playing with 2 people, this wouldn't be enjoyable. This version does not go for $220. This one is going for around $40. Yep. This one's going for around $40. And that's the first Action 52sdays, excuse me. This is a bad idea, but I've never played these games, and I wanted an excuse to do something dumb on a Tuesday. This is my favorite day to do something dumb on. So here you go. We can see Dark Sign level 2 before we go. Because we're not going to see it any other way.
Level 2.
I am not playing this actually. This is the attract mode. And even they can't win.